Hi folks, Nakai here, and today I'm going to talk about some of the things related to the one of my hobbies related to the fish tank. And as you can tell, on the back I have the planter tank. And today I'm not going to talk about how to maintain the plant by itself, and definitely if you have the fish tank with the plants in it, they need to have the light, and also if you want to have the blooming for all those plants, you need to have the CO2 injection. And if you've been a hobby for a while, you may encounter the regulator. Sometimes may have the leak from the CO2, and some of the leak, you can fix it by replacing the some washer. It's like the Teflon. I will show you next how it looks, and you can replace it with on the regulator itself. But one of the frustrating things is maybe some of the area on that regulator, it may leak here and there. And I found out a little trick I want to share with you how to fixing the CO2 leak, and just stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to do it. So here's the regulator of my fish tank, and this one is the solenoid. It got like a valve in it, so when the timer turn on, so the valve will be open and the CO2 will go through this area. And this one is a low pressure gauge, and this one is the high pressure gauge is inside the tank. Right now it got like 1,000 psi in it. In that CO2, I have a 5 gallon of the CO2 tank. So in the lower valve, perhaps I got maybe around 20 some psi, or around like 30 psi at this moment. And so this regulator, it connects to a 3 outlet for the valve. And I can hook up to like 3 different fish tank if I want to. So the area that I want to pinpoint, recently I have the issue related to this regulator on the pipe in some fitting, like this high pressure gauge. In here, the leakage is in the area on the bottom of my gauge, and also the other leakage you may able to see behind here. Let's see, I'm gonna try to zoom in. Okay, that's the maximum that I can zoom. And it's right here. Since this distributor have 2 pieces, one is the little bolt connect to my regulator. This area can turn a little bit, so this area also leakage the CO2. And so how I fixed it, this white stuff, I can show you what kind of material that I put it in, and right now it's become no more leak by putting some paste onto the areas being leakage, and that's how I fixed it. Let me show you what kind of material that I use. It's like some pipe paste, and this is the material that I bought from the Home Depot. I call it pipe thread sealant. It's some kind of like the Teflon in the liquid form. So so it's more like the kind of like the toothpaste. It's really thick. So this thing is really thick paste. See? More like the toothpaste, that kind of thickness. So all you need to do is using some toothpaste and put the paste on it. So when you see the leaking area, just liberally, putting into the area is being leaking. Put a really thick paste. As you can tell from here, it's really thick. Maybe few kind of thickness on it. So I can prove, the thing is working. It's not leaking. And one thing I can show you is I have the dropping bubble for the CO2, and I can show you it was hooked up, and also the CO2 is really delivered into my tank, but it got no leakage, and by putting the paste like that onto the affecting area. Okay. So here's the first bubble counter of my bigger fish tank. I have the 55-gallon fish tank. It's all planet tank, and that's what is being injected. And the one behind it is my small. You may not be able to focus at this moment. I'll just show you. The one behind it is my smaller fish tank bubble counter. Okay. Okay, so the way that you can test it is using the soapy solution, and just test it by spraying your regulator with a soapy solution. And if you got no bubble coming up with that soapy solution, that means no leaking. So as you can tell from here, it's all good. There's no more leaking. It was leaking though, but after I put the paste and everything, and it become no more leaking. Got no bubble, blowing out from my regulator. So just spray everywhere. Make sure it got no bubble come out. See, it was the area it got bubble coming up from here. After I put the paste, it's no more. And even the distributor for my valve, I just spray on the bottom, and as long as you got no bubble come out, that means it's all good. That should be it, folks. By using this little pipe thread sealant, you can fixing some of the issue related to your CO2 regulator and make it from leaking to no more leaking. But after you try to tighten it as much as you can, but just some of the areas being leaked, and just put this paste using the little toothpicks, just liberally, put it around the leaking area. Try to make it as thick as possible, and then leave it there. Don't even touch it. And then you can, using the water bottle, you can dilute some liquid soap with some water in it and spray the area after you fix it with the paste, and make sure you got no more air bubble being come out from that area. So that means it's proof you got no more leak, so you can save your CO2, since it can be expensive, like $30-some that I filled it up with that 5-gallon CO2. If it's been leak, you need to fill out much more often. But if no leaking, all those CO2 can be utilized inside your planet tank. So that will be the better, and you can save some money on it. So next time, if we got a regulator, don't try to buy it because it leaks, and try to fix it with the paste and see whether it will helping you out or not. So until then, see you on the next video. Bye.